So when I got my first, I was like, oh, I'll tell my dad. And I was like, don't tell your dad. Don't fucking, you don't need to fucking. No, because he always said that I wouldn't do well in life. The boys would do better because they lived with him. And he always said that I wouldn't. And I'm just going to take, because they got like a third and a tutu. And I got like, I'll just call it. Don't poke the bear. I'm not going to poke it. I'm just going to call it and say hi. So I called him and I was like, hey, Dad, I graduated. And I just wanted to let you know, like, I got a first. Yeah, well done. But I got like a first class degree. Yeah, I heard you. Well done. Oh, yeah, just because you, oh, well, I just got like the highest first in my year. Like I actually got like a really high first. And cool. Just because you know how like when I was younger, you always said that I wouldn't do very well because you said that if I lived with my mum, I wouldn't do very well in life and I'd fail at everything. And you said that if I lived with you, that I would do really well and excel in my education. And the boys did live with you, and they got like a 2, 2 and a third. And I lived with my mum, and I got like a so. Yes, Louisa, but the boys did a BSc and you did a BA. Don't think I don't know the difference. Oh, okay, cool, right, hello. I know, now we've got the villain of the piece set up. Good, wonderful. This is all shit with education, with paying for education, with trying to get good grades to do well, but then different grades at different educational establishments have different value. Even if you've got the highest grade that you can, people will look at it differently depending on which kind of place establishment you go to. And you realise it's elitism, it's snobbery, right? And what it is the class system. It's just the fucking class system, because what's the point in teaching people, hey, you've got to work hard to achieve this goal, then when they achieve it, they go, that's cool, but it's not as good as this. But I didn't have that as an option. I had this as an option and I excelled in it. But we don't celebrate that because you want people to win the race of life, to excel in every fucking fragment of their society. And we all have these kind of points that we're supposed to hit. And if you hit them, you've won at life, right? You fucking won. But then you realise, but there's different goalposts for different people. And actually, one of the biggest problems, I think, in the UK is our class system, right? The class system is bollocks. It's essentially, it's the royal family and everyone the fuck else. Like, that's it. It's the royal family at the top and everyone else, right? And you're like, well, why does this... I knew that always gets love in Scotland. Of course it fucking does, right? And you're like, but why does this work? Like, why does this work? Like, why are we not, oh, we're all equal. But how are we all equal if there's this kind of class and elitism and snobbery where you've got schools that you're paying tens of thousands of pounds for the education for, and other schools where you're cramming in as many kids as you can to a class? Like, how does this work? Like, and how does it affect you? And you think it doesn't affect you, you just got to work harder. Don't be bitter, just be better. Don't be fucking lazy. Don't be complaining about your circumstances. Just work harder, right? And I don't know where we've got this hamster wheel mentality of just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. When you fucking lost maybe the most important person in your life, when fucking you've broken up with someone, the most important person in your life, when you fucking have horrible things have happened to you, maybe you've had an illness, maybe you've fucking gone through a bereavement, maybe whatever it is that life has hit you with, and rather than allowing the time and the space for you to fucking heal and deal with that, you go, I just got to keep going, and if I can just prove myself, at what cost? You end up fucking falling apart. And there is nothing wrong with being ambitious or wanting success. I'm so bored of this idea, like, I want to be so fucking well. I don't care for being famous or a celebrity. I've never cared for being recognised in the street. I want sold out fucking shows and the money to create incredible fucking events for the rest of my fucking life. I want that. I've always wanted to make a lot of fucking money. And I don't know what the problem is with that. Like, I meet people and they're like, they're going through horrific times. And they're like, no, I'm great, but it could be worse. It could be worse. And I'm like, it could also be a lot fucking better, right? And yes, I'm not in the Taliban. Obviously, I'm very grateful for that. But there's people out there eating strawberries right now in the fucking Maldives, and I'm just saying, if I could be that person, right? And then we're living in a world where actually what we have and the money we have and how much we've achieved is how valued we are. Whereas you look at what's happening in parts of the world right now, you go, thank fuck, it's not happening to me. And the only reason it's not happening to me is because I live in a different fucking country. That's the only, sometimes it's literally just the lottery and the postcode of where you fucking are, why some shit happens. Sometimes you've won that lottery, sometimes you fucking haven't, right? That's fucking life. But the difference is what's happened and what I've seen now is I'm so grateful for all 38 of you in here. I'm so happy that I paid £200 for a travel lodge, fuck my life, to come out here. I know, for a travel lodge. Like, they don't even give you soap there, like, my motherfucker. Anyway, like, I've come here and I get to do this as a living. Like, how lucky am I that, yes, I haven't got kids, yes, I'm not married, yes, I'm not settled down, I'm not famous, and I'm still going every month going, how am I going to pay my mortgage? But I fucking still get to do this for a fucking living. That's fucking beautiful, right? And then... And my life is like hit and miss, but at least it's mine. And then I look at my friends who took the safe route, But then you go, oh shit, now you're fucked. Like I was like, oh, I'm always a bit like fucked. You're always 1 month away from being fucked to being, you're either like fucking amazing or you're fucked, like it's kind of like that. And now you look at your friends who took the recruitment job and they had their house with the garages, right? And back in the day, you realise that actually what's happened now is that social contract worked for a time. If you worked hard and you got good grades and you bought a house and you could live on that and retire on that and be happy on that, but that social contract has been broken. Because now my friends, it used to be that they worked, 9 to 5 and they'd work a few extra hours and their boss would have a bigger house than them, but you didn't begrudge the boss a bigger house because they had to deal with the politics. They had to deal with the extra admin. So the boss has got a nicer car, nicer house, but at least you can tap in, tap out, and you don't have to deal with that, and you can go on holiday, you can get your roof fixed, you can get your bathroom refurbished, you can get a Chinese takeout every week, right? You can enjoy your life and you want that work-life balance. Some people just want that work-life balance. But now, you look at those same people and they're working all the hours God sends. They're earning more money than they technically ever earned before on paper, but everything is so much more expensive that their quality of life is a lot less. So now they're working all the hours God sends, not to decide which fucking bathroom to refurbish or what holiday to go on or what fucking Chinese takeout to get that fucking week, but to decide which one room in their house that they're going to fucking eat. After putting in all the fucking work, it's come to that. And then you're looking at your bosses and you go, well, it's all right if we're all in the same boat and we have to deal with this together because we're humanity. But then you look at your bosses and they're not in a bigger house or a bigger car. They're on their 10th, 12th, 11th fucking massive fucking house. They're not even buying cars. They're buying boats. They're buying trains. They're buying public fucking transport. They're becoming billionaires. And the whole time, they're looking at you and they're like, if you could just turn the heating down in your house, that will help everybody, okay? Because then your bills could come down because you're a little bit, you don't quite know what you're doing. Like, it's not good as if you have the radiators on. It's a silly, silly monkey, aren't you? If you can just do that, that's what you... And if you want, guys, you could also have this lifestyle. You also could be really rich and successful. But the reason that you're not, you're just lazy. That's your problem. You're just lazy. Don't be bitter. Just work harder, okay? Just work harder. We're all in this together. And you go, you motherfuckers. You absolute cretins. Like, it's like that for a fucking reason. Because any time, you would have thought, if our quality of life had got better, because that's all we want from each generation, right? For the next generation to have it easier than the next one, and the easier than the next one. And what would have happened is we would all come up like this. But if we come up like this, what happens to the royal family? You can't have that now, can you? So you've got to fucking keep it like this. There's a reason hard work doesn't always pay off. If it did, the fucking women in Africa would have been fucking billionaires by now if hard work fucking paid off. There's a reason that it says that. But you're so fucking tired that you're too tired to fucking fight it, but you feel it that it's wrong. You can feel it that it's fucking wrong. And this is why, so it's not just comedy or art or entertainment. This industry can be reflected in every industry, which is why people are leaving in their droves. They're leaving education, they're leaving for science, they're leaving fucking medicine, they're leaving the NHS, they're leaving veterinary, they're leaving care homes, they're leaving in their droves. And it's not about the money. It's never actually been about the money. It's about feeling valued. We have stopped people from feeling fucking valued. And here's the annoying thing, right? People think about billionaires and wealth, right? It's normal to want more. You've got no money, you want money. You want money, you want to be a millionaire. You want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. And what do you want to do when you're a billionaire? You want to go to the bottom of the fucking ocean and look at the dead people that died in the Titanic. Look at their fucking skeleton bones. Right? Because we always fucking want what we haven't fucking got. And to be fair, billionaires... Like, I think they're immoral. There's no reason to have billionaires as our society. I don't think it's a moral standard to be a fucking billionaire. But if I was a billionaire, I'd be a fucking better one than the shit you've got here. Like, if I was a billionaire, guys, why don't you do something a bit more fucking creative? Like, what is this shit? Like, if I was a billionaire, I'd be like, guys, free pizza Fridays. Like, everyone in the world has free pizza on Fridays. Yes, I'd eradicate homelessness. Yes, I'd eradicate cancer. Yes, I would do all those things. But I'd also be like, how about we don't have motorways? Everyone has to ride a zip line. Like, that would be... So, like, I would come up with some fun shit. Put the joy back into the fucking earth. Like, if I was a billionaire, I would come up with that fun, creative shit. You've got these fucking billionaires, and they've got all their fucking IT and all their fucking science. They're like, oh, I'll go to the moon and build a house that nobody can ever live on. You're a fucking idiot, mate. That's not fucking... You've got no imagination. You need a BA, mate. That's what you fucking need. You need a BA.